Now we're going to talk about viruses. Remember, viruses are typically not considered living things. But because they share some characteristics with life and are so important to the study of biology, we are going to learn about them as well. Viruses are not considered cells, so instead we refer to a single viral particle as a virion. The virion has two components, the capsid and the genome. The capsid is the outer covering of the virion. It's a capsule made of protein that encloses the genome. The genome is the virus's genetic material. As you will see later, viral genomes can be composed of either DNA or RNA. Remember, viruses don't need to encode most of the basic functions of life in their genetic material. Instead, they use their host cell to make copies of themselves. Because of this, they typically have much smaller genomes than living organisms. If we typed up a viral genome, that is, if we typed out all the combinations of base pairs in the whole genome, it would only fill about 1 page of text. But the human genome is vastly larger. It would fill about 200,000 pages of text. Like bacteria, viruses come in several different shapes. Make sure you don't mix up these viral shapes with the bacterial shapes. Some viruses have an icosahedral shape. If you've ever seen a 20-sided die, that is an icosahedral shape. It's made up of a pattern of equilateral triangles. Filamentous viruses are long, thin fibers. Head-tail viruses have a combination of an icosahedral and a filamentous shape. They have an icosahedral head and a filamentous tail. All head-tail viruses infect prokaryotic cells. So far, we have not discovered any head-tail viruses that infect eukaryotic cells. Viruses that specifically infect bacteria, which again are prokaryotes, are known as bacteriophages. Bacteriophages usually have this head-tail shape. A virus's genome can be composed of either DNA or RNA. If you remember back to any previous biology classes, both DNA and RNA have a sugar backbone and a series of base pairs that make up the code, and both encode instructions for creating proteins. So viruses can be either DNA viruses or RNA viruses. If you're a virus, there are pros and cons to being either a DNA or RNA virus. The process of DNA replication is more stable, so fewer mistakes or mutations occur. This means harmful mutations are less likely to happen. But likewise, fewer helpful mutations occur. So DNA viruses tend to have less genetic diversity. In RNA replication, more mutations occur. This can be a con if those mutations are harmful to the virus. However, this also means that there are more chances for beneficial mutations to occur and be passed on to new generations of the virus. So RNA viruses have higher genetic diversity and can adapt more quickly. And here's the last question for this video.